Hello and welcome to Meandmygolf TV, the best in online instruction. You've joined us at the Asprey. I'm Andy Proudman.
And I'm Piers Ward, and today we're discussing whether having high arms in your backswing can cause you to slice the golf ball. Let's take charge of your game. Okay, so it's Monday. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Guys, how did you play? What was the scores? Post your comments down below, let us know how you played. Go to the Facebook page and tell us how you got on from there. If you had any questions about what you've done wrong, I know I had a tweet the other day saying that they struggled with their slice. Okay,
yes.
Let's give you the solutions.
Yeah, we want
to
to
these
help
problems.
you. We want to help you.
That's what we're here for. So today we've got a Facebook question from Gary Purchase. Now Gary, good golfer, single figure handicapper, but he has said that he has been told and he kind of knows that he swings down over the top, and he's asked, do his arms at the top of the backswing influence this? So his arms are quite high, saying he's got quite high arms at the top. Can this influence the over the top and obviously the slice? The answer to that is
yes.
Yes, it
can.
very much can. Yes, even at a single figure handicapper like yourself, Gary, you can still, from this high position, and more likely to actually get a bit of a fade or even a slice. So let's just go through that position first of all, if we could. And
it's an interesting point, Piers, because we were chatting the other day and we sort of mentioned that it's very rare we tell anybody in the golf swing to get their arms higher. Normally we see that most people are having their arms a little too high, so it's definitely one good point to think of. Okay, so we're saying that Gary is having his arms a little too high. Let's just go through that. So top of the backswing, we're saying that possibly Gary's arms there are a little bit too upright.
Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah.
And from here, the move really makes it very difficult then to actually get the club back on plane. You have to be very coordinated, very talented. But what can often happen from here is this sort of move that comes very steep and way above the swing plane, and this causes all sorts of problems, Piers.
Yeah, I think it's interesting you say there, Andy. If you spend a lot of time hitting shots and you're aware that you're over the top from this high position, you can shallow it down. So some of the best players in the world, best ball strikers ever,
Furyk, does it all right?
Absolutely. You think of Nick Faldo as well, was the first person that we really saw put a lot of emphasis on this, dropping that arm playing from a high position. So that can absolutely work, but maybe we can make it easier. So just do one more time for the bad one if you could. In fact, we're going to get Andy to hit one with the bad one. So swing down at just so halfway down for me. This is the move that I like to call the decapitation move, because when we get the camera, it sounds disgusting, doesn't it? But when we get the people and we video them on the golf swing, we can see if this shaft were a sword, Andy would be chopping his head off right now. So that's the decapitation move. So from there, very difficult to hit maybe a straight, definitely very difficult to hit a straight shot, and you're probably going to hit a fade, and unfortunately you'll probably hit a slice.
Yes.
So Andy, I want you to have a go, please.
Okay, I'll play a slice, no problem.
Don't even attempt to play the slice, just you have a go at getting those high arms for me.
Okay,
let's see what the natural thing
on the left there. Okay, here we go. High arms.
That was a brand new ball. Keep your eye on it, please.
Keep your eye on it. Okay, right next to that tree, we've got it.
Next to that Christmas tree. That's a brand new ball. It's probably one of mine. So you can see, I mean, I don't know whether you were feeling that you were going to play a slice or you wanted to play a slice. It's probably just happened.
I think it's just a result of my arms getting high. So me sort of lifting these arms up, there was only one thing that was going to happen, and that ball was going to slice off to the right.
One thing I noticed as well from there, Andy, when you did that, when you picked your arms up, your body didn't turn as much as it would do normally. So we often see that as well, don't we? When people's arms go up, the torso doesn't turn enough, and again, arms are out in front of the body too much, then we have a slice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds, let me tee that up for you, Andy.
Thank you.
Let me get this is a nice ball as well, so let's not use this one, yeah?
So hit this one straight.
Let's hit the fairway on this one. So, let's go with the lower arms and see what happens. So let's just go through the description of that.
Okay, so the lower arm plane, so it's really sort of more connected on the way back. We'll notice if I swing back here, my arms and body are a little bit more in sync. So the left arm is a little bit more across the chest, similar angle to my shoulder angle. We've done a video on this recently, we just in Rose, and how he'd made that change. And from here now, it's so much easier then to get the club on plane in the downswing early, and then from here it's so much easier then to hit that golf ball straight. But when you're here, and it's so hard to sort of recover it and try and drop the club on plane. So having this more around arm plane just puts you in a better position to start better and get the club on a good plane on the way down.
I mean, you can see even going that high one in, you look like a right-handed Bubba Watson. Those guys can do it. These are the top tour pros, the best, most talented people in the world. Let's go with the amateur golfers. Generally, they're going to make it a lot easier by lowering those arms in that backswing. So,
I think a good point to mention is that you mentioned Bubba there. A lot of the golfers at home try and copy what these best players do. So somebody sees Bubba and they go, look how high his arms are.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to do that. Because a tour pro's doing it, it doesn't mean it's going to suit you. So you've got to be careful making a change.
And that's an absolute great comment. I mean, I know that we've spoken to coaches over the years, and you look at someone like Jack Nicklaus, who was obviously the best golfer, probably the best golfer ever, and he had his own way of doing it. He had the high arms, but he played a fade.
Yeah.
You know, so when a lot of even golf coaches would look at how Nicklaus would swing it and try and replicate that parameters, and that's maybe not the easiest way to do it.
It's changed a bit now, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So okay, let's have a few more goes at this. Let's have a look at this downswing plane. Let's give you a little bit of a feeling from the top here, Gary. So from this position here now, as Andy said, looks a bit more like Ben Hogan now, as opposed to, it's the first time he's ever been told it looks like Ben Hogan, by the way. More like Ben Hogan now than Bubba Watson. So the feeling would be from there, Andy, that I would say the lower body goes first.
Yeah.
And then the torso.
Yeah. And
then the arms feel like they drop more. Yeah.
Yeah, they sort of fall into place. So as we initiate that downswing with the lower body, then the torso, the arms then sort of fall into place. Pretty easy.
Look at the plane there, look at the plane, much better. That club from there, you can hit it right, but it's going to be a different kind of right. It's not going to be the slice like you would be the over the top slice. So I think that the big thing for you to do, Gary, is work at getting the arm plane lower and then be patient. Make sure from the start of the downswing you feel arms stay at the top, lower body goes, torso goes, then the arms fall down. Now obviously you need to work at squaring the club face up, but go with this first and see what happens. Let's get you getting that plane better. Andy, should we hit a shot?
Okay, right, I'm going to find this one in the middle.
Yeah, we just lost one.
The backswing is so important, I think, just to prepare you for that downswing, to make it as easy as possible. Okay, here we go. A bit more rounded on this one.
We can find that one. That's actually pretty good. That could be on.
For sure.
Ooh, not bad. But yeah, much better. Now I will say from there, a lot easier to be more rotary in your golf swing.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, Justin Rose was talking about the linear swing. Definitely better for you. So Gary, I hope this helps. Viewers out there, I hope this helps as well. You know, we see this all the time. People come with high arms. Maybe they're trying to swing the Nicklaus way.
Yeah.
Look at the telly maybe, but get those arms a little bit lower. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to sort that downswing plane out. So this question came through Facebook. So guys, make sure you go to the Facebook page, look at what we're doing there. We don't just obviously post our videos on, there's lots of interaction there as well. A lot of the questions that we answer on YouTube come from Facebook. So get yourself over there, hit the like button, and we'll see you soon.
Yes.
On Meandmygolf TV. Chip shot length is fine. Even the length of the putt is fine. Just get comfortable with controlling the club with just the one-handed hand.
The key thing when you do this really is just to hold your fingers. Just go in an easy swing.